Hey everyone, I'm Alexander Joseph coming to you from lockdown in Ashby in the UK. I hope you're all well and staying safe during these challenging times that we're all facing. Just hang in there, stay positive and keep the faith. I also wanted to say thank you to 70 times 7 Music for the opportunity to share a little bit about my story. So thanks guys, it's much appreciated. I first started playing music back in school, where I was part of a covers band and we covered tracks from bands like Oasis and Nirvana and Radiohead. Not sure how good we sounded at the time, but I had a good time and I learnt a lot. I then went on to join a band during my university days where we played various pubs and functions and festivals, and I really enjoyed that, and that also kick-started the time where I wanted to write my own material and write my own songs, because I realised the power that music has in helping us through life and inspiring us. So I started writing back then and went on to release a 5-track EP with my friend Terence Waldeck, which was called St David, and was really a time when I was going through a big sort of spiritual awakening, if you like, and was very much inspired by my relationship with God and coming closer to Him. Those tracks that were then included on an album which I put out in 2013 called The Light, and that was released through Dream Music Group Australia. And since then I've moved slightly away from that theme of music, and I put a few tracks out before the Paralympic Games in Rio in 2016, which were kind of sporty, motivational anthems, because part of what I do as well is I'm a fitness coach working with Paralympic sports, currently with wheelchair tennis for the last 6 years, but I've also spent time with wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, and wrote a track for para table tennis. So I feel quite passionate about sharing the influence and the focus that sport can bring in helping to change lives in a positive way. The Paralympics has been quite an eye-opener for me, and how incredible people can be and how they can turn situations around from challenging times. So I put those tracks out in 2016. They were called A Racket in Hand, GB365, You're Going to Win, Give It a Go, various positive, uplifting songs with Christian undertones in terms of the message. And they can all be found on a 5-track EP now called Anything Is Possible, if you want to check those out. But they were kind of written in the hope of raising awareness of Paralympic sport and also funds for their programs to help them grow. Since then, I've written and released various other tracks. Currently out there is one called Still Small Voice, which is just a reminder really for me that when life can get busy and life can get hectic and feel like it's a bit too much, I just need to remember just to stop and spend time with the Father and just be still so I can hear His voice and hear His guidance. Because when I try to do things by myself and for my reasons, I get it wrong, and it just reinforces the need just to listen and to follow His lead. So that's a short reflective track which is currently out there in all the usual places online. I've also got a song coming out soon called Not Defeated, which is another single, and that again looks to encourage people through sort of challenging times that we all face, and that will probably be in end of May time, so look out for that one. And I'll also be putting out a 5-track EP later this year, which is more about other things in life, like when I became a father, losing a loved one, and just relying and looking to the Father for guidance and for strength. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. So head on to any online place and you should see an EP called Anything Is Possible and a single called Still Small Voice. I'd love to know what you think of it. Thanks again for this chance, 70 times 7 Music. And yeah, websites, ajosephmusic.com, so are all the kind of Instagram places if you want to have a little look. But stay well, stay safe, and God bless.